This is a theme-specific overview for responsive Meals on Wheels sites in theme number 1 on Drupal 7. Other theme-specific trainings can be found on our support site at support.oneach.com. You will also find trainings for all of our responsive Meals on Wheels themes there. This training will show you how to manage the the items on your homepage, aka the homepage overview. Of course, you'll want to be logged into the site. If you have any questions about how to log in to your Drupal 7 site, please see the helpful how to log in training on our support site at support.oneach.com. Once you're logged in, you should have the ability to access all of the features that you would need to edit your homepage. We're going to start from the top of your homepage and work our way on down. Please note if you see any differences from your homepage to the demo or the kind of theme number 1 demo homepage, you can always submit a support ticket at support.oneach.com for any questions or issues. Okay, so starting at the very top, the quick and easy way to start out is anything in this white header area has to be managed by our support team at support.oneach.com. If you need to switch out the logo on the left side, or maybe you need to adjust one of the social media icons that appears over here on the right side of the header, if you have any issues with your search feature, or if you need to change one of the titles for your pay for meals or donate buttons, or maybe you need to edit one of the links or remove a button. Those are all things that our support team can help you out with. If you have any questions, again, you can reach them 24/7 at support.oneach.com. Underneath your header area, you have what we call your main menu. This main menu usually sits in kind of a teal or light blue. You have the ability to edit any of the main menu items as well as their drop-down items. To easily edit your main menu, go ahead and scroll over the right side of the menu, click on that little editing gear that pops up, and choose the first option, which is list links. That takes you to a page with all of your main menu links on here. From this page, you have the ability to drag and drop the links in the order that you want them to appear. If you want Contact Us to appear under About Us, then all you have to do is click on that 4-pointed arrow next to Contact Us and just kind of drag it up in the line or lineage up here. You'll notice that you can drag it anywhere you need to. If you drag it to the right under an item, it indents this item and creates a drop down. So in this case, Contact Us actually drops down under Support, and Support drops down under About Us. Feel free to make any changes to the main menu, but be aware that if you do not save your changes before you go, it's not going to do anything. So it'll let you know which items that you have been editing by putting a little asterisk or a little star next to those titles. But you will need to save your configuration before you go out and you check on your site to make sure that anything has been rearranged or updated as needed. If you have any questions about how to edit the main menu, go ahead and take a look at the theme-specific tutorial out on our support site. Under the main menu on the home page, you will notice a rotor slideshow. We call this your rotor images, or these are your rotor images that appear on your slideshow, I should say. You will want to make sure that you have an image that's at least 2,000 pixels wide by 510 pixels tall. That's again 2,000 pixels wide by 510 pixels tall. Be aware that this is a landscape orientation. So if you are using a portrait orientation where the image is taller than it is wider, you might end up having some of that image cut off or missing a lot of the action in the image. Don't forget that you also have a little kind of bubble or pop out over here on the left side that will potentially also hide any action as well. So if you have an image that is action heavy on the left side, you might either want to kind of flip that image around, or you might need to find a different image altogether. Each rotor image has a title that appears in large white text. They also have a little bit of teaser text underneath that appears in smaller white text. And then underneath that, there's a Learn More button. Each one of these rotors can display the title, teaser text, and also link out to another button or to another page. You have the ability to to edit any of those options, as well as switch out the image. If you would like to add a new rotor image, you can always go through content, add content, front page rotor image. And don't forget that you can also click on the word content up here in your black admin menu to find a listing of all of the existing rotor images on your site. If you have any questions about how to manage your rotor area or the slideshow on the homepage, you'll want to go ahead and take a look at the short tutorial on our support site to walk you through any of the finer points. Underneath your rotor slideshow, you have 3 separate areas for ways to give body and soul and volunteer. Now, please note that some of your themes might have one area instead of 3 separate areas, and the one area might be for promo items instead of 3 separate content types for ways to give body and soul and volunteer. Please take a look at the corresponding tutorials for both the ways to give body and soul volunteer, as well as how to edit just your promo items on our support site. If you have any questions about which content types your site is using, you will want to go ahead and take a look in your content management filter, which means go ahead and click on content, and you'll be able to see which content types are available on your site. And of course, you can always submit a support ticket at support.1h.com for our team's assistance. Underneath those 3 areas, you have an area for what we call latest research. Now, this area is kind of a twofold area. It gives you the ability to display a video that has either been uploaded to YouTube or Vimeo, or if you don't want to put in a video, you do also have the ability to just have a static image in instead. So you do have the ability to determine which functionality you would prefer to use, and once you've determined if you think you're going to use a video more than you would use a static image, or maybe you're not going to update that video often and you instead are going to rather just use a plain old image, then you can submit a support conversation or a support ticket to our team and have them update that functionality. For more information about how to edit existing latest research items, or how to have our team help you update the functionality so that way you are not using a video by default, instead you would be using an image by default. Of course, submit a support conversation and have our team help you out. There is a corresponding tutorial on our support site to walk you through any changes or questions. Underneath the latest research area, we now come down to the footer. If you need to make any changes to what we call your contact or your address block over here that should have your Meals on Wheels, or another Meals on Wheels logo, I should say, down here in the footer, you'll want to submit a support ticket. Same thing with the search. If you have any issues with the search, that's something that our team can help you with. Now, these little footer menus down here, you actually have the ability to edit any of those footer menus. All you'll need to do is go ahead and scroll over the right side of each menu. You'll see a little editing gear that pops up. And from there, you'll want to choose the list links option and edit the links within the menu. Please be aware that your footer menus do not have the ability to have drop-down items. So that does limit the number of items maybe you potentially would want to put in the footer, because there's really no area for it to push down any further. If you need to edit anything within this green footer area, whether it's your social media icons or any of the information seen over here in the copyright, you will want to submit a support ticket. You will notice that you do not have access to editing those areas, and the site kind of declines you and tells you that you need more sufficient permissions. So again, if you have any questions or issues, go ahead and take a look at our support site. You can always reach support.1h.com by clicking the help link. You might also see support, or it might say OE support up here in your admin menu at the top of the screen. But if you click on help or support or OE support, that will take you out to support.1h.com, where you can go ahead and search for other tutorials that are specific to your Meals on Wheels theme, as well as start a conversation with our support team in a variety of departments.